No.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line. Let's go.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. To about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Herbert on first down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Couple there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 13 yards remaining on second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, exit. 61, match box, right.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On third and goal, Lawrence.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From his own end zone, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Herbert, that's caught, and it's Eckler again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Try to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Herbert now. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not